Hey, peace, everybody. It's your man Soular. Here I am again. Another beautiful day. Here with you, my friend. Nah, man, we're just going out here, getting some fresh air, making sure our mind's clear. Well, it's been a very interesting couple of weeks. And one thing that I definitely feel like I want to talk about right now is all of the self-help books, all of the financial teachers, the money gurus, the millionaires. You could pay some of these guys 20,000, 10,000, 3,000, $30,000 an hour to talk to them, and they'll give you their general keys to success. So I find it very interesting because people, given the opportunity, would pay for that. I do recommend seeking wisdom and seeking information and guidance. I definitely do promote that, but I always have this reoccurring thought, because I've even had gurus. I've paid the money for these conversations and to join these groups and communities to hear what these millionaires have to say. What are they doing? How are they living? And in the midst of doing that, I ended up living in their schedule, like getting up when they got up, going to sleep when they go to sleep, going on the camera when they go on the camera. A lot of those things, and I've done that many times with many mentors, paid for and unpaid for. And one thing that I noticed was that they can't teach you who you are, and they're never there to teach you who you are. They're there to show you how to do something. That's it. They're just there to show you how to do something, because I started to realize, I'm like, hey, I have unique wisdom and unique information that can help this millionaire. This millionaire is very smart and intelligent. This millionaire is up there, very valuable. So what use is me understanding things like astrology and psychology good for? Well, when the millionaire is going through his relationship problems, I mean, he's not teaching a course on how to get life together completely. And when they are, I've noticed that there's something missing out of there. So all of these self-help things, all these things we can invest all this money in, coaches and guides. I love the concept, guys, and I love the idea. All these spider webs on my phone. This is funny. Spider webs everywhere. This is what I want to say, is that they can teach you, and they can coach you, and they can guide you in making money in their routes, in their businesses. Usually at the end of their seminars, they'll sell you into their company. Or they'll say, well, I have the company that can fix all of these problems that I just brought up to you, right? I have something that can solve all of this that I'm now bringing up to you right now as well. This is nothing different from that. However, it's a bit different. It's quite different. You see, when these millionaire traders are going through things with their health, when they're going through things with their psychology, their relationships, I'm going to put his name out there, Jordan Welch. He's one of the prime examples that really highlight this to me. He's another guy just like me who has spent a lot of time working on themselves consciously and looking to evolve and to elevate in many ways. Well, one thing about Jordan Welch was that he has constantly made videos talking about his lack of satisfaction. He has constantly made videos talking about how he's made millions. He's made like 20 million by the age of 21 or something like that, 22. And it's amazing because what a goal, what a feat. This is somebody we would want to listen to. This is somebody we should get financial advice from. A young dude who's made multiple millions early on in his life, right? And how did he do it? What did he do? Well, I find it very interesting that even Jordan himself finds himself struggling with satisfaction. It's not the same. Making all this money and doing all these things don't seem to make him happy. So Mr. Jordan Welch makes these videos and he puts them up and he lets people know that, hey, being rich isn't what it's all thought out to be. Make sure you're enjoying the journey. Make sure you're enjoying your process. It's the growth. Don't forget that this is about life. So when I listen to these rich people who've actually made it, and when you pay for these things, they'll always tell you to make sure you love what you're doing, to make sure you enjoy what you're doing, because that's why they're there. They're usually there because they love what they're doing and they enjoy what they're doing, which is why they're so successful in it too. Well, the thing about this self-satisfaction and it lacking, and why you don't feel good still, and why these things don't seem to satisfy you, is because, well, we already know that money and items and things aren't going to make us happy. Those aren't the things that make us happy. We know that. But what they're missing isn't just information. What they're missing isn't just knowledge. What they're missing is the truth. I don't hear them talking about their astrology. I don't hear them talking about divine purpose. I don't hear them talking about how the universe works in totality and aligning with that. And I see them talking about all these different ways of making money and this, that, and this and that. But I bet you anything, if I bust those charts open, I'm going to see why this was their route, this financial expansion, and where they're meant to go. Example, there's this mentor who's made $20 million doing something, and we're going to pay this mentor $30,000 for 2 hours of his time to tell us how he did it. Great. One person who may pay this person may have something called a Taurus North Node, and they may be learning value in this life. And they may be learning where to invest their energy and how to invest their energy, and that might be a great move for them. But then there's somebody who may have the opposite of that, which is a Scorpio North Node, which is where you're not being asked to work anymore. You're taking the value out of physical things and putting them into metaphysical things. So a Scorpio North Node is going to have to evolve through losing. So they can get money, but they're going to end up losing that money majority of the time to find true value in life and in themselves, and embrace their powers and activate their powers and activate their, you know what I'm saying? So two completely different people, same scenario, two completely different outcomes. So no, it's not for everyone. So why don't we go out here talking and teaching something that is for everyone? What is for everyone? Astrology is for everybody. Everybody speaks a language, and all languages come from astrology. Astrology is the first layout of numbers, an understanding of numbers. And we use numbers to understand the universe and how it works. Didn't invent numbers, discovered them. And when we look at their organization and their self-arranging patterns, we find things like 3, 6, 9s, and 12s. We find things that like fractality, and we get into these sciences and we understand how divine mathematics is what makes things so beautiful, is why things grow, is how things evolve and live and can harmonize and work together. If the math is wrong, it doesn't work, but the math always works. So there's something that's right, there's truth that's right, there's something that's always been right, and we call that nature, and we call that the work of God. So the reason why you're not satisfied is because although you've gained success in certain areas in this society, you may have not started to step into your self-mastery in its totality. You may not even be 30 yet, or 28 to even begin your Saturn return. So there are certain things that are blocked from you celestially because you're here on a soul journey. You're not here to get rich. You're here to get right. You're here to understand. You're not here to beat just this one level. You're here to beat the game. That means you got to master your character. You got to master your character. So yes, it's going to be about morality. Yes, it's going to be about discipline. Yes, it's going to be about doing the right thing, integrity. But at the end of the day, and yes, it's about facts, what's right or wrong. But at the end of the day, what's most important is how is what's going on relative to you. And if you don't know who you are in depth, you got a problem. So I'm an astrologer, a master astrologer. I can help one find their purpose immediately, easily, walk in. And every conversation and every reading I've ever done has been absolutely amazing. Every single one. And the results, just as good. My thing is that I used to have problems charging for it. Whereas I'm looking at these guys, they're charging $30K to talk to them for an hour to tell you how to make some money. And that's great, but that money may not be for you. There might be something better for you. You can get that money, and that money will lead you to a situation of your demise. You can get that money, and that money can lead you into a situation to where you become wise. It's not upon the money, it's upon you, and it's upon your life and who you are. So you must understand those things. You must know thyself. You can know everything about dropshipping. You can know everything about the world market, the Forex. You can learn everything about taxes and all these different things, but you have to know everything about you. You got to step into that power of you. I don't care what your north node is, what your purpose is. One thing that we all have in common is that we are cells, we are self perceptions, and we are celestial beings. I know one thing for sure is that we are all connected to the source. We all come from the source, and none of us are separate from it. And I know that everybody has a unique astrology, and through fall and many all forms of astrology are true. And when you use astrology and you're able to use this reference point, this referencing science, you're able to figure out what energies are prominent within you, what energies you should be embodying, what energies you should be letting go, what directions in life should you go, what directions in life where are you comfortable, and what directions in life is where you grow. You have to know these things. I know, for example, I have a Scorpio North Node in the 5th house, so I'm wearing all black on the camera, expressing myself. That's my purpose. It doesn't matter what paycheck is attached to it. This fulfills me. This is when I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. This is when I feel great. This is when I feel like I had a good day, because I know I put something out that was priceless. Not free, but priceless. That fills me up. That makes me feel great. So I'm in my bag. I'm in my purpose by doing these videos. That's why he does the videos, because that's probably somewhere in his purpose, to help elevate, educate, and be there, and to share, and to help elevate people through sharing his own journey. That's what I'm here to do, is to elevate myself and be an expression and an example of unconditional love in my life. Okay? I'm just here to tell you about me. I'm not here to really teach you sciences anymore. I've done that. I'm not here to really go too deep into the math. We can do that from time to time, but I'm really here to just be myself and express myself. And I have never seen the truth come out more. Just by being me and living my life authentically and living in what I know to be the truth, does the truth actually find relevant points to stand in my life and exist in my life. If I was out of alignment with who I am, then good luck speaking the truth as well, because there won't be an alignment. I will be around places and people and things that I'm not supposed to be around, because I'm thinking things I'm not supposed to be thinking about. And you could say in the grand scheme, well, everything's divine. Even when you're making a mistake, you were in your purpose. Well, this is true. What I want you to understand is that in your second body, not your cell body, or not your celestial body, but your second body, your self, your emotional, psychological self, you don't want to torture yourself in this ever-present now by being in resistance to what's actually for you. So when you start realizing you're getting rejected and denied for certain things, or certain things ain't working out for you, you might resist it by continuously trying to make those things happen. You can still do that, and you're an amazing being, and you can accomplish these things, but you might be going the wrong way. There may be a reason why the universe is blocking specific things for you, or holding back certain things for you, so you can learn specific lessons, so you can grow as a soul. You may not be ready to handle the very thing that you want, the very things you dream, but it doesn't mean it may is out of alignment for you. Maybe it's just not time. Divine timing. In this ever-present now, divine timing is synonymous with aligning. You must not only be able to talk about something and understand it, but you have to act it out and play it out too. You have to live it. What you're doing and how you're feeling is your true emotions and is your true programming. So if you come across truth and you come across new ways of doing things and you have a hard time doing it, it's because it's not your lifestyle yet. It hasn't been embedded, it hasn't been ingrained. It's just a thought. And you can tap into that field as a thought, but until you habituate being in that field into where those thoughts are your new default, that comes through applying. That comes from doing the things that are in alignment with the thoughts. So you can know everything about non-GMO organic food, but if you never eat it, you won't ever really truly understand what it's really meant to do for you. When you start to eat non-GMO organic food, not only talk about it, not only teach it, and it's all that you eat, you can not only be an example of what that wisdom is, but you can also realize and understand for yourself and get the true benefits of that frequency and be in alignment with yourself, rather than being destructive knowing organic, non-GMO things, but eating GMO things, eating inorganic things, and being sick and knowing that you are your own worst enemy. And that leads to our depression. That leads to our pain and our suffering. That leads to so much sadness in our lives. So I don't want this video to be too long. Like I said, my name is Soular Amore. Feel free to look up my music on all platforms. Feel free to book a reading with me. Use the information in the bio. I have some merch right here, underneath this video. If you go look in the descriptions and in the comment area, you'll see a store where we have merch from the Astral School of Everything. If you're interested in joining the Ashe, the Astral School of Everything, if you're interested in understanding your astrology, understanding yourself deeper, feel free to contact me. Okay, I'm not going around looking for people, and I don't DM people, I don't message people. Feel free to contact me, and I'm more than willing to work with you. I'm always in my purpose. I'm always in my bag. And if you get in yours and we cross paths, that's just the plan that God had. So at the end of the day, y'all go find my music on all platforms. Y'all like, share it, and subscribe for more. Hey, hold it down, but keep it up. Okay, these guys aren't frauds. These guys aren't frauds. We're just not focusing on what's important first. We need to focus on ourselves and master ourselves first, and then find the proper teachers, find the proper channels to go and study and master ourselves to get that money, get that bag, right? It's all good. Just make sure that you put your purpose first. All right? All right. Peace.